right, Cassie, thank you so much. Vice President Perillo, that was amazing. Thank you so much for those opening remarks. I also want to acknowledge a few other people in addition to Cassie and the other planners. Dr. Tony Randall, again, give a shout out to Tony. This award that he's getting later, very, very well deserved. Other individuals who helped with me getting here, Shane Richmond and also Mel Coles. I don't know what Mel is, but Mel does just an amazing job. Give it up for them. As well as the planning committee. I also want to acknowledge the Social Justice Alliance. If members of the Social Justice Alliance could stand up. Of course, this is the alliance formed with Bowie State University in honor of the legacy of Lieutenant Richard W. Collins III. Mr. and Mrs. Collins is here. Thank you for always being here and showing support. I also want to say next Friday at 10 a.m., we'll be having the 5th annual Social Justice Alliance Symposium at Bowie State University. Every year it rotates, so this year is at Bowie State. Next year, it'll be back here in Maryland, aligning with the Black Alumni Weekend. And this year, it is focused on athletes and activism, and it'll be featuring Olympian and UMD alumna Dominique Dawes, UMD basketball great Marissa Coleman, former Wizards star Etan Thomas, as well as BSU and UMD leaders, including football coach Mike Loxley and AD Damon Evans. So this is really showcasing our partnership with athletics. Hope you all will come out. If you want information, feel free to look on one of my social media handles at Sociologist Ray. You'll see the link there that should pop up for you to register and come over to Bowie State and support. I also want to mention an exciting new minor here at the University of Maryland that will be launching this fall, the Anti-Black Racism minor. It is one of the first in the United States. I want to give a shout out to Dean Catherine Russell up front in the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, who has helped us get to this point. It is across 5 colleges: the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, the College of Arts and Humanities, Public Policy, Public Health, and the School of Education. So special shout out to Dr. Jeanette Snyder, who is helping to lead these efforts, and is the first ever assistant research professor in social justice and anti-Black racism at the University of Maryland. Look, alumni here, make no mistake, there are exciting and important things happening on our campus. You all should be proud to be an alumni of the University of Maryland. I also want to give a shout out to the leadership. I mentioned Vice President Perillo a second ago, but also President Pines and Provost Rice. Their leadership is simply transformative. The things that we're doing here would not be able to happen without their leadership. Now, obviously, with the research that I do, I could talk about a series of things related to racism and its implications, particularly for things happening such as in my home state of Tennessee with the Justins. If you've been following that, hopefully you have. Or I could talk about what it's like to be Black in America and be lost and knock on someone's door and then end up shot in the hospital. Or I could talk about how Black men are underrepresented in the fastest growing occupations in tech, health, and education, and overrepresented in the top 20 occupations expected to be obsolete in 10 years. But instead, because I talk about that a lot, given the audience, I'm going to actually talk about 10 ways to change your life in 10 minutes and take control of your destiny. 10 ways to change your life in 10 minutes and take control of your destiny. People oftentimes ask me how I do it. They say that I make life and career look easy. I appreciate that because I work very, very hard. There's nothing easy about life. But what I've done for all the students here, and even some of us older folks, because we still need lessons, I've developed a system of success that I want to share. Part of this system is about resiliency and the grit that my upbringing has instilled in me. Growing up in a single-parent household, never seeing my biological father before, my mother had me being in the military after being admitted to West Point in the late 1970s, got out of the military, because, you know, women couldn't be in the military and actually have babies then, unlike now. So she got out, put herself through nursing school, worked 3 full-time jobs. We moved 14 times for my 18th birthday. The only thing she asked of me was to make A's. I was looking at my mama and I was like, that's it? I can do that. That's a good bet. And I can say that academic success has been at the root of everything that I've accomplished. Now here I am, over 15 years married with 2 sons. Shout out to my son Jeremiah up here at the table. He's here tonight. representing the family, straight A student who loves animals and is also good at football. Might be a future Turk, but for now, he's just a super Maryland summer camper. Look, I got to tell y'all, University of Maryland got the best summer camps you could ever imagine. But I digress. I think they'll be at the Harry Potter camp this summer. They were at the Bug camp last summer. But it's fascinating how in one generation, my family trajectory can change. So let me share this system of success. Number one, if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. If your dreams for what you can be in life don't scare you, they aren't big enough. I stalk my dreams. I can visualize my dreams. I can picture them, and I see them into the future. I wanted to purchase my first house at 24. At 25, I did it at 24. I wanted to have my PhD at the age of 30. I did it at 29. I wanted to be a full professor by the age of 40. I did it at 39. Dreams can come true no matter where you come from. And I have a whole bunch of other dreams for the next 40 or 50 years of my life. Because no matter how old we get, we never stop dreaming. But here's the thing. All of my dreams have scared me. They are daunting, they are hard, but they are worth it. So what I want to ask you all to do for a second, I know some of you already got your food, but just indulge me. Close your eyes just for about 10 seconds. Just close your eyes. And I want you to think about where you want to be in a year, where you want to be in 5 years, where you want to be in 10 years. What type of work you want to be doing, what kind of vehicle you want to drive, what kind of home you want to have, how you want to get to work, what kind of trips you want to take. Just visualize that. Now open your eyes. Everything that you saw, you can make happen. Each day, you can work to actually make your dreams a reality. And the best part, that is worth it. Number two, find your passion and then find how to get paid for it. If you're good, people will pay you for it. Your gift will make room for you. For all the students here, your gift will make room for you. Everything you envision in life, you can actually be. You don't have to just be one thing either. You have a lifetime to do these things. Use it, embrace these life changes. You can actually have your cake and eat it too. Number three, don't just chase your dreams, go catch them. You know, I always hear people saying, go catch your dreams. I'm like, well, when you gonna catch them? Because you were doing a whole bunch of chasing. See, I'm trying to catch my dreams. So how do you do that? You set goals. You set life goals. You set decade-long goals. You set yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals, hourly goals, minute goals, and you follow that path until you accomplish what you set out to do. The other thing you do is you select 5 people who are in places where you want to be in life. You put them in an Excel spreadsheet. You take their resume, you chop it up by decade, and you say, what were they doing when they were 20? What were they doing when they were 30? What were they doing when they were 40? And if 3 out of 5 people went to a school and got that degree, well, guess what? You better go get that degree, because evidently that's what you need to be where you need to be. The other thing you need to do is you need to form a professional and personal council. Put 5 people on each so that you'll never have a tie. These are individuals who believe in you more than you believe in yourself. When you give them an idea, they say, yeah, that's cool, but what if you did this? Those are the people that you put on the council. And let me say this, everyone can't know your dreams. Everybody can't know them. See, on one hand, you got scared chickens. These are people where every time you tell them something, they just get all anxious. They just put barriers up for you. You're like, dang, it's just an idea. Like, why are you coming at me like that? Because they scared. That don't mean you scared. Or that doesn't mean you should let your fear stop you from doing what you're doing. On the other hand, there are some people that you have to leave at the last stop. See, on this train called life, it's going down the track. And if you're trying to accomplish your dreams, you're just moving. There are some people you got to put off. It doesn't mean they can't catch up with you. It means they got to get off and do some work to catch you 3 stops ahead. And then, of course, there are going to be some haters. Because, see, haters going to hate. You know, and I found something interesting. This whole, like, keep your enemies closer thing, like, where they do that at? Because that's not really what I'm trying to do. I don't really want my enemies close to me, right? Or if I see them, I'm a mean mug them. So if I mean mug you late on tonight, just know I heard what you were saying about me, right? But in the grand scheme of that, I want to be around friends who empower me, friends that make me laugh, friends who I know that love me. Number 4, I'm going to go through these quickly. Number 4 is strive for excellence. Strive to be excellent in everything you do. If you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all, so just do it. Aim to be perfect. This is what I tell my boys. Aim to be perfect. And why is this? Because one thing my grandma Gladys told me is strive for the stars. Because even when you fail, and fail you will, you'll land on top of the building that you were once in. Look how tall this roof is. I can be on the roof and fail, because now that means the next roof is going to be even taller. Consistency is part of what leads to success. Oftentimes, people can be the smartest, they can be the most talented, but success oftentimes goes to the most hardworking and the most consistent. Number 5, you have to find, take back, and keep your righteous mind. If you've seen the movie Great Debaters, it's one of my favorite movies. Denzel Washington, my favorite actor. That's what he said in the movie. And part of this, for these people in this room, this is what you got to realize. You cannot outclass racism. Let me say that again. Realize that you cannot outclass racism. Don't think your degrees or how much money you make or your occupation is going to stop that. Sometimes it might actually intensify. Just ask some of the people in this room. But you know what? You will also deal with the isms in addition to racism, sexism, homophobia, the intersectionality of our lived experiences. But in addition to that, you'll deal with what I call daily foolish ratchetness. The stuff that we see on Instagram and TikTok. Like, people really be doing that stuff. You got to figure out how to stay away from that foolishness because it will derail your life. But most importantly, you have to protect your mental and emotional health because this world will have you dying a slow physical death. And no matter how much as black people we talk about black don't crack, well, look, our life expectancy clearly shows that our life expectancy is lower, and there's something happening inside of our bodies that we oftentimes need to deal with. So take care of your health. Number 6, fail forward. You're going to fail. Get back up, figure out what you need to do, and always shoot your shot. I failed every single day of my life. But part of the reason why I'm so successful is because I don't let those failures stop me. Number 7, invest money in yourself in the future you don't know exists yet. Invest money in your future, in yourself in the future that you don't know exists yet. And then realize that you have to work really, 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 really hard. But the great thing about that is once you do that and you get some fruits of that, then you can play even harder. That's when it gets fun. And you can buy the cribs, you can get a nice car, you can go on cool trips, you can do all this stuff. Number 8, and this is important for a lot of people in here, particularly a lot of students. As Beyonce says, find a spouse that upgrades you. It's a must. Look, my wife is at home right now with our older son because he's feeling a little under the weather. And you know, when you're in a family, as people know with kids, you got to divide and conquer all the time. Like, we playing man. I got one, she got one. And you need someone in your life who empowers you, believes in you, and holds you accountable. Let me tell you why they hold you accountable. They hold you accountable because they expect great things from you. See, my wife holds me accountable because she knows how great that I can be. And here we are, well over 20 years being together. That's been the case. Number 9, take care of your mama. Take care of your mama. She's done things for you that you cannot even imagine. And to my boys and people that grew up in families with two parents, take care of your daddy too. We need a little love. Number 10, as I close out, identify what values drive you and then surround yourself with people who have similar values. The thing I realize in my age, there are certain things that I do very well. I'm hardworking. I'm good with time. I listen very well. I'm very authentic. What you see is what you get. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to a fault, but if you cross a line, it ain't really no coming back from that. I'm humble. I'm resilient. I get up quicker than others. I can bounce back. I move faster than others. I can adapt. I'm kind of a chameleon, but then I got a whole bunch of weaknesses that those strengths make up for. And as I get older, I realize that I need people around me who can keep up with me, but who have complementary skills. Find people that have complementary skill sets and allow yourself to grow personally and professionally and for those values to change. Here goes the bonus, number 11. Bet on yourself. Always bet on yourself. It's one thing I'm going to do is bet on myself. It's enough people that's told me what I can't do for me to realize that I have to do that. So I'm going to leave you all with one challenge. Here goes the challenge. Research documents that poor kids stop dreaming. You all just went through a dreaming exercise. Research documents that poor kids stop dreaming. Due to allostatic load and shorter telomeres, y'all can look up all this stuff later. I ain't got time to get into all that. But it messes people up and geniuses aren't able to innovate. So see, as long as marginalized kids can't dream, we must keep fighting for equity. For people in this room, fighting for equity means becoming successful and then creating space for others and ensuring that little geniuses that look like those of us in this room can dream. So I leave you with a quote from one of my favorite poets and orators, Jay-Z. Jay-Z said, Rosa Parks sat so Martin Luther could walk. Martin Luther walked so Barack Obama could run. Obama ran so you could fly. So open up your wings. I'm going to meet you in the sky. Thank you for your time.